Hello again, everyone. I'm here to catch up on Inkvent for the last 4 days. I already started filming this, but I had to start again because distractions happened. So I've already put down day 22, which is Deck the Halls. I still have to use the dip pen for that, but it's already shaping up to be a really beautiful ink. I think this one said it was a chameleon, yes. And then the day 23 is this celebration color with shimmer. And then 24 is standard one more sleep. And then the large bottle for the 25th is best wishes. So we'll see what these look like. But like I said, this one is very, very pretty. I hope everyone had a good holiday, whatever it is you celebrate. And yeah, we had to cancel Christmas morning because kids were sick. And not my kids, I don't have any kids, but that's my niece and nephew. They were sick, so we couldn't do that. I still have to give them their presents. Okay, so this is Diamine, Deck the Halls. This is a really pretty one. I like this one a lot. Oh, and I'm a little out of sorts today. It's that kind of day. I'm feeling a little bummed out, so what can you do? Holidays have been a disappointment for the last few years, but yeah, we had to cancel Thanksgiving as well because of illness, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to try and remain optimistic for 2023. That's all I have to say about that. Oh, well, the good news is I got a really beautiful dollhouse for Christmas from my husband, and I spent 2 days putting that together. It's a 1/24 scale, so basically 1/2 inch to 1 foot scale, San Francisco Victorian. So it's all done now, and it's really, really pretty. I can't really show it on the channel because it's too big, but I may at some point share pictures, but I spent 2 days doing that, and that was kind of distracting from all this other stuff. Okay, so this is Celebration, which is a shimmer ink, and I really remain puzzled by these sort of red, sort of orange inks, because this is very similar to Flame, although I think Flame is not a shimmer ink. But yeah, it's kind of strange. Probably wouldn't be my favorite. So let's see what it looks like in writing. Yeah, I really struggle how to use these colors that are like not quite orange or not quite red. Okay, so let's do this time. Yeah, it's kind of pale, but you can see it in the writing, so that it won't be an issue writing with it, I don't think. All right, and then the last one here before we go on to a full page, and we'll have to let some of this dry a little bit before we go over there. This is One More Sleep, which is a standard ink. Oops. Okay, that's pretty. It's a blue. I do like blues, and this looks like a very pretty blue. I've seen some samples of this already, and it does look like it's fairly, that it might be actually a chromo shading ink, but it's hard for me to tell with this. We'll see with the next tool. Very pretty. Okay, Diamine. Diamine. One More Sleep. I'm hoping maybe we can see more of its qualities over here. Yeah, kind of hard to tell. It's definitely shading. Whether it's shading into different colors, I can't really tell. All right, so I'm gonna let that dry a little bit, and I think before we get to the main ink, just so that these can dry, I will go back so that we can reflect on all of the other days. So here on, and actually let me, well, I won't, I'll bring these up to the camera. I have to make sure I don't smudge the things that are drying. So day 1, we had Bliss. Day 2, Yule-log. Day 3, Solar Storm. Day 4, Diamine Spruce. Spiced Apple for day 5. Ghost, day 6, which I think is still one of my favorites in here, which is kind of an odd favorite to have, but I really do like it, and I think it'll be useful because it's not sheen or shimmer. Diamine Alpine, which I also think is really pretty. Diamine Jingleberry for day 8. And then we had Cardinal for day 9. Dusted Truffle, which is kind of an interesting one, for day 10. Apple Teeny, I would say that this is probably the biggest miss for me this year, just because this is not my cup of tea. That was for day 11. I think everything else, except for, I don't know, except for maybe that Celebration that I just opened, I think I would use, but I'm not sure if I would use the Apple Teeny. I mean, it's kind of a fun color, but we'll see. Memory Lane was day 12, and that has some shimmer to it. Once Upon a Star, which is really pretty, but again, I think it's very similar to other inks in the Diamine line, including some inks from prior years. And then we have Three Kings, which I really like. I think it's a really nice color. And Pick Me Up, which is really an odd one. I'm not really sure how I feel about that one yet. Serendipity, which is really, really pretty. I love, like, this is probably one of my all-time favorite colors here. Sort of a dark teal, but it does have quite a bit of shimmer. And then we had Flame, which is pretty. I think I prefer Flame to Celebration. And actually, now that Celebration is dried, it is a little bit different. It's more on the pinkish orange side, which is a little bit like Cozy Up, but okay. Then we had Olive Swirl, which I really love. Again, shimmer. Silent Night, which is a beautiful color, but again, I think it's very similar to other colors, even by other brands, including, and this Arctic Blast, I think is very similar, other than the extreme shimmer that we've got in there. Then we have Cozy Up, which, I mean, I'll probably use it, but again, I just don't understand the color choice because it's not quite pink, it's not quite red. Like I said, it really does look like watermelon color. If I had a fountain pen that looked like a watermelon, that's probably the one I would use. Then we have Deck the Halls, which I think is gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Love it. Again, you know, I'm still struggling with the chameleon aspect of these, but it definitely is beautiful. And then here is Diamine Celebration, which you can see that shimmer now. And then one more Sleep. You can see some different, I think this is at least a mild chromo shading ink. And let's see, I think this is dry enough to go on to day 25. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this just in case there's any wetness left on those inks. And then here we go for day 25. I'm gonna zoom in so that we can be just on that one page. I hadn't really thought of what I would do here. Let me shake this up because it does have shimmer in it. So this one is called Best Wishes. Okay, a little bit of a tight jar. As per usual, I really struggled with the plastic wrap on these, which is really kind of a shame. Okay, I'm just gonna do a really big, oh, that's beautiful, but again, it's like sort of a dark teal like we already have. I don't know, it's pretty. It's got some really interesting qualities to it. I like that a lot, which is good because it's the largest bottle. Before I go into the pen, let's see. Yeah, we've definitely got some shimmer in there. Yeah, really pretty dark teal. I'm trying to see how it would compare to Serendipity. It's kind of similar, but I think this is a little bit more green than the Serendipity. I'm actually going to close this up and shake it up again because the, oops, looks like I got some on that page too. Here's my very dirty paper towel. Okay, shake that again because the shimmer has all settled to the bottom already. And we will write underneath here. Okay. This one seems pretty wet too. Diamine, best wishes. And then I will do really pretty, really pretty. Yep, and the star of all of these samples, I think, has been the Kakimori nib. Really, really love it. Really happy with it. If you guys don't have it, so basically the difference between the stainless steel, or maybe it's just steel, I don't know, which is this one, is that this one is firm and will get a fine line and, you know, different qualities of line depending on the angle that you hold it. There is a brass one, and it does normally a fatter line if you use the tippy tip, and the metal is a little bit softer. I find this one more to my taste, but if you prefer a broader line or a softer feel, the brass would probably be the one for you. But this one is going to be perfect. I haven't actually used it yet for watercolor sketching, but it'll be really great for that. All right, so let's get a closer look at this final ink. Best wishes, really, really pretty. I think they ended strong. All right. Well, that's all I had for you today, and that's all of the Inkvents. So we're going to be going back to regularly scheduled programming because this is the week between Christmas and New Year. It might take me a little longer than normal to get back up to speed with videos, but I do have some videos already recorded that I should be able to line up for you. All right. Well, I hope you have a great day. Have a very happy New Year. And until next time, take care. Thanks. Bye.